everybody, and welcome back to my channel, and welcome to a monthly favorites video, which are very hit and miss on this channel simply because I don't really try out a lot of new products each month, so they are very hit and miss. Sometimes I do a couple of months products together, but this month I'm going to be showing you all of the things that I loved in June, because quite a lot happened in June, and so I have got quite a few things to talk about. So if you do enjoy this video, do leave it a thumbs up, and if you are not yet subscribed and you want to subscribe, then you can hit the red subscribe button down below. And I just want to say a big thank you for hitting over 350 subscribers, which to me is absolutely incredible, and I honestly, from the bottom of my heart, thank you so much. Right, I'm gonna get straight to it, guys, because I don't want this to be a long video. And so the first thing that I want to show you is something that I bought with money that I had left over from my holiday. If you didn't know already, I went to Ibiza in June, and my previous video was actually my Ibiza vlog, so I will link that up here somewhere in the little iCard or down below if you want to go and watch that. Every year when I have some money left over from holiday, I always treat myself to a perfume, and this year I have bought myself this one, which is the Jimmy Choo Illicit Flower Scent. This is kind of what it says on the bottle. It's like a really flowery smell, and to me my favorite scents are flower scents, or like rose scents, and fruity scents as well. And this is just really nice and fresh, and I'm gonna spray some actually because I haven't got any perfume on today. And yeah, I just really like this. It just smells like a garden full of flowers. And this is 100, yeah, it's 100 ml, and I'm quite stingy with my perfumes, and they do last me for a long time. By the way, I didn't mention I have got my window open because it's absolutely roasting. It's 28 degrees in the UK today, so I am a bit hot, so I've had to open the window, and if you hear any noise then I do apologize, but I need it open. So yeah, that is my first favorite. Obviously I've not had this for a long time, I've only had it for a couple of weeks, but I love it already. Second favorite thing from this month is something that Alan actually got for me before we went on holiday. Now, I am a big Pandora fan. I love Pandora jewelry. It's probably the only jewelry that I actually wear on an everyday basis. And I have got my little charm bracelet here, which I love because it's all personalized. It all means personal things to me. And before we went on holiday, Alan bought me one particular charm, which if you know me very well, you will know that I am absolutely obsessed with Minnie Mouse and just Disney in general, but especially Minnie Mouse. And Alan got me a little Minnie Mouse Pandora charm. Absolutely obsessed with this. It's so cute. As you can probably tell on my Pandora charm, it's mostly silver and pink, but I just love the little pop of colour that the Minnie Mouse charm adds to it, and I just love the Pandora Disney charm collection and anything that has Minnie Mouse printed on it. So I've really loved that, and one day I do want to go back to Disneyland. I've been to Disneyland Paris twice when I was younger, and it's definitely somewhere that is on my list to go to with Alan, and so this just makes me very excited, even though I haven't booked it or anything like that. I just love anything with Minnie Mouse on it, honestly. Thank you so much, Alan, for that. My next three favorites are some beauty favorites which I bought before I went to Ibiza and I used while I was out there, and they are two foundations from Primark and a contour stick from Primark. So the two foundations cost me £2.50 each, and they are the My Perfect Colour Perfect Finish Foundation, medium coverage, semi-matte finish with vitamin E, and I got one in the shade Sand and one in the shade Honey. Now, as you can probably tell by how sucked in this one is, this is the only foundation at the moment that actually matches my body like it actually matches my skin tone, because obviously I've got a tan. So when I first went on holiday, I was using this one, which is the Sand, and it's a lighter colour. And now Honey is the only foundation I have which matches my skin tone. But I really do rate these foundations. For £2.50 they are amazing. They are semi-matte, I can definitely vouch for that. I have oily prone skin, and definitely after a few hours of use, I'd say about 5-6 hours of use, bearing in mind it is quite hot and humid at the moment, when I do wear makeup it does start to kind of rub off on those oily prone areas that I have, like my T-zone mostly. Saying that, it's still a really good foundation. It definitely is a medium coverage. The only thing I don't like about it, and it's not a big deal, but it doesn't have any SPF in. So on holiday or even now, I just put a little bit of SPF sun cream on my face before I apply the foundation. Don't really like to wear too much foundation or makeup on my face when it's hot, but saying that, I've really enjoyed using these products, and I'm covered for when my tan starts to fade, because I've got this lighter shade, or I can just mix the two together. This contour stick, which only comes in one shade I believe, and this was £2, and it's quite a dark colour. It's such a good product. It's so creamy, it just glides onto my skin, and it's so easy to blend out. So even when I do lose this cracking tan that I've got, I know that I can still get away with using this shade, because you can just apply as much or as little as you want, and you can literally just blend it out so well. I've got it on today, but I don't know if you'll be able to tell. I do compare this to the Tanya Burr contour stick, which I had used prior to buying this one, and to be honest, it's probably just as good and a lot cheaper, because this is £2. So yes, I've really enjoyed using this. I used it pretty much every evening when I was on holiday and got changed for dinner, and I just love it so much. Okay, the next thing is a fashion item which I'm so glad that I bought. I absolutely love these, guys. I've been looking for some sandals like this for a really long time, and I found these kind of like 2 days before I went on holiday, and I just absolutely love them. So these are the sandals that I am talking about. You have probably seen these in my Ibiza vlog if you have watched it, or in some Instagram pictures, because when I was on holiday I wore these to death. And honestly, they are so comfortable. My feet did not hurt once in these, and they didn't hurt around the ankles where the straps go, nothing like that. I just rate these so much. They go with so many outfits as well. Like, I could wear these with a swimsuit if I was going on a boat party. I could wear these with shorts, with skirts, with dresses. My battery's flashing. Sorry about that, guys. I'm pretty sure that happens in every single bloody video that I film. But yes, I was talking about these. I can't remember how much these cost me, but they were really not that expensive, and if you're a student, New Look actually do student discount, which is really good. I had to get these a size smaller than I am, so I'm normally a size 5, but I got these in a size 4 just because the size 5 was a bit too big and they did slide around on my feet quite a lot when walking. So I got a size 4, and I just love them so much. They just go with so many outfits, and I really am glad that I bought these. They were definitely the purchase of the month. Also, when you go on holiday, you don't want to be buying footwear that is going to hurt your feet, especially when it's hot. You're more prone to getting blisters and things like that. and these really surprised me, and I'm so happy that they didn't hurt my feet. I just love them so much. My mum even wants to buy a pair of these because she also loves them. Last thing that I can physically show you before the two things that I talk about at the end are things I can't physically show you is this little travel wallet here. Now, I actually bought this from Amazon. It was about 12 or 13 pounds, I can't really remember, but I will try and link it down below. And it's honestly such a good thing if you are traveling. It's just amazing for like keeping everything in here. So I'll open it up and show you. So the front has this little section here. Oh my goodness. Oh, I've got all of my Ibiza leaflets and stuff in here. This is what the inside looks like. It's got loads of different compartments, loads of different bits where you can slot different things, and it is just perfect. Honestly, this was like amazing. In previous years, I've had like my boarding pass in one section, my passport in another section. You're faffing about trying to get things in and out of your bag. It's just so annoying. So in here I literally kept my passport, my travel insurance, my boarding passes, I had some medication, I had some earplugs for my phone, earplugs for my ears for on the plane. I'm pretty sure I had my headphones in here as well. Actually, everything was just in one place, and it was just so good, especially when I got to the hotel as well, because we had a safe with everything in, and I had everything in here and just whacked it in the safe, and I knew that I didn't have to think about it until obviously coming back home. But I would definitely recommend, if you are an unorganized person, which I am not, but I like to be organized and I like to have things all in the same place, definitely get yourself one of these. They do come in different designs. I just liked this one personally. But this was honestly one of the best purchases to travel with, and I just love it. It's amazing. There's also a little section in here where you can put a little pen. So you don't just have to use this for traveling purposes. I mean, you could use this for like work purposes if you wanted to. And the last two things, the first thing I'm going to talk about is a film that I watched recently with my friend Amy. Me and her are really into like horrors and thrillers, and to be honest, the only time that I'll actually watch a horror or a thriller movie nowadays is if I'm with her, if we're having a sleepover or if we're having a day together. I'll watch them with her. And recently we watched the Truth or Dare film, which is from the creators of The Purge. So if you've watched The Purge, it's kind of like that sort of vibe, and it was such a good movie. With The Purge, it's not really a jumpy film, but it's not really like a scary movie, but it's kind of weird, and Truth or Dare had those sort of vibes. Kind of like a round of the story. It's just like a group of friends that go to they go on holiday after, like in their summer break, to Mexico, and they come across this guy in a bar, and they go and play Truth or Dare, and then they're kind of like cursed, and every time they play Truth or Dare, if they don't do the truth or the dare, something bad happens. I don't want to give too much away if you haven't watched the movie, but if you are into like The Purge and things like that, or if you're into thrillers, then I would definitely recommend that you watch it. Obviously, if you are the right age to watch it, please don't go watching this movie if you are underage. I don't know what the rating of the film is, but I don't want to get anybody in trouble. But yeah, it's a really good movie and I really liked it. And I just thought of another film which I wasn't going to include in my favourites, but I might as well just say it, seeing as we're on about horror films. Me and Amy also watched the last of the Insidious films, so like the fourth one, which is called The Last Key, I believe. And my goodness, that is a jumpy horror. Me and her were both hiding behind a pillow, and yeah, it's not for the light-hearted. It's really good. If you haven't watched the first, the second or the third, it doesn't really matter. It's one of those films that you can watch without having watched the first three, because I've only watched the first Insidious. I hadn't watched 2 and 3, but it didn't matter because the story still made sense. But that was really good. Okay guys, and my last favourite has to be my holiday, Ibiza. It was absolutely amazing. If you haven't watched my vlog, like I said earlier in the video, please go and watch it so you can get a snippet of how much fun I had in those 10 days. And it really is just a snippet, because I didn't film as much as I thought I would, because I was just so like endorsed in the moment and like just having fun. And also it wasn't just a holiday with me and Alan. I had like other friends there, so I was just like spending time with them. And yeah, it was just an amazing holiday. Ibiza is such a beautiful island, and Ibiza has a reputation of being just somewhere to go clubbing and things like that, but that is not what I went there for. In fact, I didn't even go clubbing once. In a few bars and things like that, but I didn't go there to get wasted. But yeah, it was just amazing, and I would definitely go back, just put it that way, because it was just so much more that I could have done, and 10 days just wasn't enough. So yeah, if you want to go and check out my Ibiza vlog, then please do. And yeah, that's basically everything that I wanted to talk about. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and I am not gonna say that next month I'm gonna have a July favorites, because like I said, they are very hit and miss on this channel. I will try and link everything down below that I can find that I have mentioned, and I will see you guys very soon in my next video.